Beach Walks. I'm Roxanne.
Let's go shelling on Florida's beautiful East Coast, North Hutchinson Island in Fort Pierce to be exact. A low tide and early morning shelling usually pays off, and this beach walk was a little proof of that. I found a couple of my East Coast favorites, and pops of orange all over. I picked up other treasures as well, including olives, shark eyes, chestnut latiruses, a leafy jewel box, and a sea glass. Join me. Let's walk next to the Atlantic and pick up some seashells. Let's start off right away with a big chunk. This is an Atlantic Eastern Murex, giant Eastern Murex. So it is broken, but hey, I'll admire it for what it is. All right, let's see what else we can find this beautiful early morning. And here we have a Scaly scallop, or a Scenty scallop. It's a beautiful purple. You would think that it's missing a hinge wing here, but it's not. Those are called oracles. The one oracle is really tiny and one is actually prominent. So that's how these scalies appear. Let's see, lots of scallops. Of course, the scallop is the November birth shell. So again, happy birthday to everyone in November. Here's a Campeche or Campeche angel wing, but we'll leave that busted one here. All right, tides. Let's see what you brought in. Sometimes there's nothing here. Sometimes it's like this, full of shells. Oh, you just never know from day to day sometimes over here on the East Coast. And here's a shark eye. Nice little heel break there where it broke and healed itself. All right, let's see. I love looking through so much. I just love going to the beach and actually looking for, like, having stuff to look through, you know? Very exciting. Here's an olive. Its tip's a little worn, but that's a pretty nice size. We'll go ahead and keep that lettered olive. All right, let's check out this crown conch. Let's see. All right, it's not too bad. We'll hold on to it. It's surf worn, but that's pretty typical for the beach side to find these really nice and pristine, like with all their sharp spines. That would be normally on the inlet side or like in the rivers. They like hanging out in those marshy areas. And so the crown conchs that you can find there are pretty nice and pristine. There's so much to look at when it's like this, and sometimes you don't know where to rest your eyes. Like, what do you look for? Oh, I think my brain is just looking for shapes. The shapes of shells that I know. I could come here like tomorrow, and there's nothing on this beach. Totally clear, like the waves just vacuumed them all away. Crazy. Oh, here's the shark eye. That's a pretty one. Oh, that's nice. That one has a beautiful swirl. Gorgeous. Awesome. Perfect. The East Coast in general plays disappearing acts with these shells. And I don't know, I find after a few high action wave and wind days, like followed by your calmer days, produces more good wash-ups, but it's not an exact science. Here is a lettered olive. Oh, this is a nicer one. Very nice. Here's a juvenile giant bittersweet. These can get pretty big, up to 4 inches, and that's just a little baby. So I guess that's just how it is with the shells over here on the East Coast. I know I get a few comments where people have asked, are there going to be a lot of shells? Sometimes you just don't know, so I try to pay attention to the wind and the waves and predict the best I can for East Coast shelling. Here's another lettered olive. All right. And another Scenty scallop or a Scaly scallop. Like the pattern on that one. All right, that's a big chunk for early in the morning. No footprints over here. Let's check it. Oh, okay. It's broken, but it is a lightning whelk. I'll hold on to it, at least for the picture at the end. Let's see what else we got around here. Something good. I can feel it with all these shells. There's got me some here. Oh, that's pretty. Another Scenty scallop. Oh, that's a nice one. It's a nice solid. Whew, that is a pretty cranberry. Sun is coming up a lot better now. Can see. Gonna find some treasures. First, we'll find some sea glass. Brown, green, and white are your common. Ha! That's what I was looking for. It's a Caribbean vase shell. Oh, I was really hoping to find this one. That's so pretty. Okay, I don't care, whole or all. Whole and all, it doesn't matter. That's beautiful. Those are very elusive over here and highly desirable. They're so thick and chunky, and they're really fun to clean. I got myself a calico scallop, followed by a kitten paw and a scaly scallop at the top. Let's check out that Papa Red. All right, that is an Atlantic Thorney Oyster. Of course, it has lost all of its thorns, being tossed in the surf. When they have all their long spines, they look really pretty, but you can only pretty much find that diving. Let's pick up this piece of sea glass. There we go, little amber color. All right, what else can we find here? Already found an awesome vase shell. Are there any more? Here is a beautiful yellow leafy jewel box that has still got a great amount of leaves on it. That is really pretty. These normally come this yellow or a little bit chalkier. They also come orange and lavender, and they can get a little over 3 inches as a maximum size. I spy some more sea glass. Yep, I'm gonna collect my sea glass. So far, I don't do anything with it, just put it in some jars, but I have plans. Always plans. Nice pop of orange on the scaly scallop. Lots of scaly scallops on this beach walk. Oh, I just can't help myself. I gotta pick up these little pops of orange. Let's see what we got here. Here's a kitten paw, but we'll just leave that one. I only collect kitten paws every now and then, especially if they have a really nice color. Let's see. More orange. Of course, Roxanne. Take the scalies off the beach. Oh, here's a different shell. This is a purplish simile. That's orange, so yep, it's gonna be the orange simile in my book. And you guessed it, another scaly scallop. How many can I collect on one beach walk? Oh, you'll see at the end. Here is an imperial Venus clam. These are on the smaller side of bivalves, not really getting bigger than about 1.5 inches. Okay, yep, I gotta pick it up. Look how pretty and solid that orange is. Great. Okay, I'm on the hunt. I found my Caribbean vase, and I'm really stoked about it. There's got to be some more goodies among all these shells. Oh, calico scallop, you are not what I'm looking for right now. All right, there's got to be more. I see an Atlantic giant cockle, but I'm not looking for you either. Not right now, anyway. All right, we'll settle for a piece of glass in the meantime. Piece of sea glass, that's right. And look at that, there's another one. All right, that's a little bit darker. It's the bottom. Let's see, let's flip it over. Yeah, that's the bottom of a bottle. Oh, a different color sea glass. All right, white. We picked up brown, and now we have a white piece. All right, that's nice and frosted. Go ahead and collect that one as well. Oh, why couldn't our paths have crossed earlier? That is a piece of an Atlantic deer cowrie. Man, that would have been really, really not. No, that was really nice. At one point, you can find a lot of nice cowrie shells over here on Hutchinson Island, all up and down Hutchinson. Deer cowries and the measled cowries. Ooh, I see another imperial Venus clam. Looks a little bit dark, a little staining on it from lack of oxygen, and another orange scallop. Now, this is the purplish simile. Yes, it's a purplish simile that's actually purple. The other ones, to me, I'm sorry. They are just orange similes. Here's a lettered olive, but it's kind of missing its tip there, so we'll just leave that one here. A orange calico scallop. I'm still thinking, where's the other vase shell? I don't know why I think I'm gonna find so many vase shells. Here's a spectral bittersweet clam. Looks like candy. These stay relatively smaller than the giant bittersweets. These only get about like 1.5 inches. And a chestnut latirus, if I can keep it in my hands. Underneath that chestnut is a tinted cantharus. A calico to the right and a scaly to the left. All right, it's been a little minute since I picked up some orange. Here is some more pops of orange. Very pretty. And here's a few more orange shells and a purple calico to the bottom and another lettered olive. Ooh, that's a good size calico scallop, and I like the growth line that you can see at the top. Very nice. And I picked up another tinted cantharus and a couple scallies. Grab this. Yet again, more scallies. Okay, no more scallies, Roxanne. That's enough. Whoa. Beautiful. And it's perfect. That is a perfect specimen of a Caribbean vase shell. Wow. Look at that. It's so knobby and thick and beautiful. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Very, very happy. And I can't believe I found two in one beach walk. That was extra special. Oh, followed by some sea glass. Some brown sea glass. Wow, two Caribbean vases. Here's what looks like an albino mossy arc. I didn't know they came albino. With some Triton acorn barnacles. Let's see. I already have a million of you. Put those back down. Back down. Oh, I just love the orange. Here's another piece of sea glass. Oh, but that one has a nice pattern on it. That's cool. That's different. Oh, that's a nice chip of sea glass, along with those two scalies and another one I picked up along the way. A little pop of green. Okay, another color. All right, so we have brown, clear, and now we have green sea glass. So now I have a representation of all the common sea glass colors to be found. And here is another juvenile giant bittersweet clam. Oh, that is a nice one. All right, out of the two that I've collected, I think I'll hold on to this one. That is beautiful. An Atlantic Thorney Oyster. Its leftover thorn base gives it this nice leafy texture. I like that. These guys are sedentary, staying fixed to an object, and are filter feeders. Well, you look at that. Saving one of the best for almost the last. An Atlantic hairy Triton. I do not run across these very often, and I love finding them. I think they're so cool. When they're alive, they are covered by little fine hairs, like spiky little hairs. And this is a nice dark one, but I have found them in this really pretty honey butter blonde color. And let's wrap it up with a lettered olive shell. Oh, that one has a nice tip on it. Oh, well, wait a minute. There's another Centese Scaly Scallop. And I promise that's the last one. Here are all of the shells that I found on this beach walk out on North Hutchinson Island in Fort Pierce. See how many scalies I picked up? Ah, there are so many. The Chestnut Latiruses were nice too, and I just held on to that whelk for a picture. The hairy Triton is awesome, along with the two Caribbean vase shells too. And the beautiful, beautiful shark eyes like those. And that is the Thorney Oyster I held onto. The leafy jewel box is nice. The calicos, of course. And finding sea glass, at least for me, is always fun. But can't get over that Triton and the vase shells. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I leave you with this.